This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank, create success, enterprisebanking.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarola, Mayor for the city. And yes, we're a little late coming back from Boston, and traffic was heavy, and I left at 2:30. It took me 2 solid hours to get here. But we're here, and we didn't want to miss this show because it's going to be a special show, a good show. And we have tonight, as part of our show, the New England Patriots Girls High School Flag Football League champions. How about that? Huh? Is that a mouthful? Champions. Did I say that? Champions. There it is. Right there. Sentinel Enterprise. Blue Devils make history. Blue Devil girls make history. And they'll be our guest. Anyway, we're live this afternoon. We're here on Thursdays, but a little bit different. Tomorrow, Friday, is the 23rd. It is National Pink Flamingo Day. And we have lots in store for you. If you're a flamingoid or not, please come down 5 to 7. If for some reason the weather gets lousy, then swing over to City Hall. But we'll be in the Common, and if the weather is lousy, then if it's not so great, we'll move over to City Hall. So we've got a Plan A and a Plan B. We'll take a break. Do we have any of the segment from the art show at the Gene Kaposha? Is that what we're going to do, Keith? And
we have just about 15 minutes worth of content from the art show.
Let's show a little. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the winning team. Welcome to a special segment of Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarola, Mayor for the city, and so we are at the Kaposha Community Center, which is across the street from Francis Drake School and also the city pool. And a lot of excitement here today because we have an art show, and clearly the students have done a beautiful job. But I have 2 co-hosts today.
Hi. Hello.
Tell us your names.
I'm Alexis.
Alexis.
And I'm Ann.
And they're going to take us around.
This is mine. I'm funny. I'm helpful. I love math, to do math.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people who did this. They did a lot of things. And this one was the first one.
That's the first one. Okay. So take us to the next one.
Where do you want to go?
Right here.
Okay. So these are the what inspires me, like Adam Thomas paper collage. We had to cut a bunch of paper and then make it into something. Like this was the sword. This is the Sunny Island, the pirate by you. And this one.
That's yours?
Yeah, that's
Nice
the
job.
pirates.
And this one is mine. It's just flowers that inspire
And what's that one down there?
That one.
A labyrinth?
The spiral.
The spiral of the sun.
And I believe this is called Pelican Flower, the Veil of Space. The French flag made by a Haitian person, that's my brother. This is a sunset, and this is a rainbow because sunset and rain make rainbows.
Oh, neat. That's right.
And
They do.
that's a show, I think.
And make sure you hold the mic up.
Yeah, you got to hold it right up to you. All right, where else are we going to go?
And some people use some they use sponges like the dot dots, and then they slide it down. Some people use tape where they don't color on it, like you see the Z, A, and L.
So they can write their initials or something.
And then you can see this one. This one is called the
Stingray in the water.
Stingray in the water. This one's really pretty. The person who made this used glitter paint.
I like the glitter.
And this was mine, the Happy Planet.
That's you by Alex?
Yeah.
That one?
No, this is Alexis.
Oh, Alexis. I'm sorry. Right over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell.
I got to make stuff, but not.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over there. Because those are interesting right there.
This is the...
How you doing, kiddo? You doing all right?
This is the...
Dressed to wear. Chaos. There we go. We had a lot of fun that day. And welcome back to Inside Leominster. And again, we have some of the team members and our coach with us this afternoon. So even if you want to just call and say, congratulations. Can you guys zoom down? I don't want to. I'm afraid to pick this up. Look at that. This is heavy. It weighs like 10 pounds, Scott. And this is the official trophy. And it says New England Patriots Girls Flag Football 2023 champions. Now, let me just introduce everybody. Rebecca Curley is the coach. And let me just say, we were down there for the opening game when they had, I don't know how many different games going on.
Yes.
And everybody was watching.
Yeah.
And then got into maybe 10 minutes into play. I think I was talking to your mom. I said, there's some really good talent here.
Yes.
So with us tonight, it's Melanie Matavo.
Melina. Yeah.
Matavo. Whose birthday, was it your birthday that day?
Yes, it was.
It was? And you were a little bit psyched. But you have a lot of energy anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you're always psyched about whatever's going on. Because you're a positive.
QB1.
Yeah. And she's a positive person.
Absolutely.
But she's one of the ones that we're watching going, wow, this lady's jumping.
Yeah.
She's good. Kaylee Reed.
Callie.
Yeah. Callie Reed. Giuliani.
Giuliani.
Santiago.
They made it tricky for you, Dean.
It's okay. It's all right. I love names. And then did Kay make it?
K-Don. Yep. Kaden.
Kay Don Austin, it says.
Yeah, but it's Kaden.
Spell it.
Yeah.
We'll spell it.
Well, K-A-Y''D-O-N.
Wow, that's like a Hollywood name.
Yeah.
That's like a famous stage name.
She plays like she's in Hollywood. Believe that.
But everybody was watching. First of all, this is something that the New England Patriots helped to sponsor. There were a number of sponsors for the league, and they decided, hey, we have flag football for boys.
Yeah.
Well, plenty of talent out there. Why don't we have it for girls?
Yes.
And it's like a dream, right? I mean, are you kidding me? We're going to have flag. And there were a lot of competitive teams out there.
Yes.
Well, who was the hottest team? Well, obviously the last game.
Yes, absolutely.
13-12. That's
I would say St. Mary's
Mary's.
was probably
St.
the competition. It was,
St. Mary's, and then playing against Fitchburg too, because they're our rivals.
Yeah.
Right.
We felt like we had to be on top of it.
And you were.
Yeah.
we were.
So
Every time.
is it a little?
Yes.
Did you underestimate St. Mary's, or did you already know they had talent?
We already know.
Yeah.
You already knew it.
We knew.
They had some girls they had 2 or 3 girls that played in tournament teams before, flag football
We've played
tournaments,
against them since
and we've
we
played
were,
against them. Yeah.
Oh, so you're playing against them in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you knew they were good,
Yeah.
Well, only 3 of the girls.
A couple girls.
Yeah.
and you're all good. That's what made.
Yes.
That's what made the difference,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, big difference.
Absolutely.
But it's extra special because it's New England Patriots.
Yes.
Right? I mean, it's an organized league. They were there. There was very organized. They put up money for each of the teams,
Yep.
which was really, really neat, right? The
Yes.
fact that they, backed it up.
Nike sponsored the uniforms,
Nike
which was
put the-
really awesome. USA Football provided all the equipment.
That's wild. I mean,
Yeah.
that's so nice for them to give it a boost. So, do you think that next year when you have put together another team, you think there'll be more girls interested because you
Absolutely.
kind of started
Yeah.
it all off?
Yeah, absolutely. Something I told these girls was that, they were opening the door for other girls to come through later.
Right.
It was kind of historic. And, Leominster, we're a football town, right?
There it is.
But
It
not
says
when
right there. Look at it. It says, what does it say?
Blue Devils make history.
Heck, this should have said lady or girls
Yes.
Blue Devils
Lady
make,
Devils
make,
or something,
make
yeah.
history. That's pretty amazing.
But there were a lot of younger players. We have the Leominster Flag League here in town,
yes.
and
it's
there
a
are
pretty
a lot
big
of,
league.
It is, and we have a girls' division,
Right.
which a lot of leagues don't offer. Is just a division for
so
girls.
that'll be your feeder system, like Pop Warner was. And
Absolutely.
some of their leagues.
Absolutely. But Leominster being a football town, it's never been for girls per se, right? So now we've opened that door for Leominster football, but girl style. It's flag football, but it's football just the same.
But look at fast pitch softball.
Yep.
That I couldn't compete.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, my best day at playing I couldn't compete. There's some real talent there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, same thing with football. It's just untapped at the time, right?
That's right.
So you had a few players that were playing on other teams, but it didn't really open it up. And then, and then to come home the first year.
First year,
Yes.
It's like amazing.
These girls earned it, though. I'll tell you, they were at practice 3 days a week.
Really? 3 times?
3 days a week. We'd practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Games were on Thursdays. They had the weekends to, do whatever they had to do with families, jobs, all that stuff. But, I mean, they put in the work. They earned it. There was no doubt in my mind that they were going to go out there and take it.
A lot of people are saying congratulations. And again, if you
Thank
want to
you,
call,
everybody.
if you
Thank
want to
you.
call in 978-534-1626 and offer your congratulations, sure, that's great. Now, will it be the same next year? Will the Patriots then put up money again to run these programs?
As far as we
That's
know,
good.
they are planning
Good for
on
them.
doing it again.
Good for them.
Until, the MIAA shot it down this year as a spring sport.
Right.
It got voted out.
Wonder
It
why.
didn't make it. Well, I'm thinking that other sports are they're threatened. They don't want you taking from other sports.
yeah.
There's lacrosse. There's tennis.
that's
there's
already
ball.
happened where
Well,
Little League
right.
was, there weren't many offerings, so everybody played Pop Warner or Little League.
Right.
Now there's lacrosse. Now
Right.
there's volleyball. There's so
Softball.
many different,
Yeah.
softball, festival. There's so many different offerings, but
you
it's
know,
more important that
My thought was the girls that are playing those sports are going to continue to play these sports, but we have a whole group of girls that are out here playing flag football that don't have that avenue to play in if they're
Right.
not playing tournament ball, you
Right.
know? This kind of opens that avenue, and you don't need a stick or a bat or
Right.
a glove, you need a pair of cleats. We've got flags for you.
So this is it now. Across the state, everybody knows.
Yes.
Leominster won. So now you got to really up your game.
What did I tell you
right?
guys all season, though? What
This
do we
is
have on
it.
our backs all season because we're from Leominster?
Target.
I told them,
That's
they
it.
know.
So
They
you
know.
got to stay conditioned. And
That's right.
Move.
We
and-
practice more than anybody else out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you got a tough coach
Every
here.
single week. Yeah,
Comes
right,
from a-
exactly.
Comes
Two
from a
tough
family
coaches.
of there is no such thing as maybe.
Yes.
Right?
It's
Now, when it
hard
comes to
work.
Leominster football, there isn't.
This is how we're going to do it. We're going to win, but this is how we're going to do it. And
That's
the plan
right.
is in place, and you get everybody excited, and you all seem like you get along, and that's important too. on
We
the
had a
team.
great group. We one of my things was staying positive. Somebody makes a mistake, we all make mistakes. You move
Right.
on to
Of
the
course you
next
do.
play.
Yeah.
You move on to the
Everybody
next
has
play.
a bad day or a bad game
It
or a bad
happens.
play. You just regroup.
That's what the rest of the team is there to pick you up.
Caller, welcome to the show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say congratulations to my besties on there. My name is Mariah Pascal.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Awesome.
See, you've got fans.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I don't know what to look at, but
See?
thanks so much, Mariah.
That's the That's the excitement
Thanks,
you got to bring,
Mariah.
right? You got to have fun. You work hard, and
Yeah.
this is what happens, right?
Yes.
So that's good. Yeah. We put the
first
phone number up
caller,
there, 978-534-1626.
See that? You
Anybody
guys got
can
people
call
following
in.
you.
And then there are people that are, Michelle Mativia says she's watching. Congratulations, Dominic Ciccone. Lisa everybody's like very excited for you.
Thank
This
you.
is
This is
awesome.
groundbreaking.
It
I
is.
feel so
And
famous.
I think we've turned that corner where maybe sometimes we didn't think about it, like,
Yeah.
how come we don't offer this and how come we don't do this? And in the last 4 or 5 years, everybody's eyes are open to say, I don't know, why haven't we
Why
offered
haven't we been doing this?
sports
Yeah.
and other opportunities? On construction sites, you didn't see ladies or girls working construction sites. It's very common today,
Yep.
right? And
Absolutely.
so but I don't know whether people just didn't think they could do it or something, but
Yeah.
they do a good job. They do just as well as as any guy, right?
There's a lot more avenues out there for women now.
Yeah, and that's exciting. Any one of you know what you want to do? Like if you were to graduate tomorrow, do you know what you'd like to do besides play professional flag football for the New England Patriots?
Honestly, like I'm graduated, but I'm not going to college right away. But I do want to be like a crime investigator, like the people that go to the scenes when you like get a call,
CSI.
you know.
And that's
what
who
I
you
wanna
see
do.
now. You see
That's
very
pretty cool.
young people who have a science background or forensic background who show up to those scenes now across the state.
Yeah.
And they do their thing.
Yeah.
And they catch criminals.
Which
who
is pretty
think,
cool.
Who think they're going to get away with it.
Right.
Until the forensic people show up.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's and maybe we'll see it as a sport someday where was it Massachusetts? Didn't they have the professional girls football team?
Boston Renegades.
And there's a young lady from Leominster.
Was it Brandy Trice that
I
played
think
for the
so,
Boston
yes.
Renegades? I believe
and
so.
they beat Minnesota. That was the team
Yeah.
that they beat.
We got to meet some of the Renegades. They were all over the tournament MVP right here.
You know, we should try to reach out to this young lady that played on the team. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to send this message to Callie Reed.
You have to talk to her agent. Sorry.
Well, her mom and all the girls at El Camino are sitting here watching her on TV. Just wanted her to know.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, put the pasta on hold. My daughter's working. My daughter's on TV. Hold the chicken piccata.
Exactly.
Right? Everybody, I don't care if you're hungry. Just sit tight. We're
Il
gonna watch
Camino,
this.
best chicken piccata in town.
In the world.
Yeah, you ain't
My
lying. Nobody
friends
makes
come
it
from
like Il
everywhere.
Camino.
Well, you must be proud of her.
We're very proud of her, and we're all gonna give her a congrats at Callie and team right now.
Thank you.
Oh, look at they're all yelling. Nice.
How fun.
So cute.
See that? Leominster claims first girls football title. What did that feel like when you got home and all of a sudden it sinks in, right?
It was a relief.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, like after, I just felt like wow,
The
like
pressure.
wow, and I still couldn't believe that we won. And I had
That's what I mean. That's what I said.
we had the medals, we had the shirts, and I was like, wait, we just won. Like, wait a second.
Yeah. Deep breath, right? Exhale.
Because it really came down to the last play, and it was
Yeah.
like we
It
were
really
all
did.
walking on
Hey,
eggshells to the very, very last play. Like
Could have went either way.
that. Yeah,
Literally
If-
one thing could have
If
went
they
the
would have
opposite
got
way.
that, we would have lost.
Yeah, if our
It was
teammate
literally
Maddie
down
hadn't
to the
smacked
one
the ball
last thing.
and that girl would have caught it, we would have lost.
Right.
So
It's
now
just history.
St. Mary's is strategizing as
Yes.
we speak, and they're saying, no way.
They're plotting.
Yeah.
They're
coming
coming.
for
You
you know
just-
they are.
Coming, but
You just
next
wait.
year our crew, they'll be set.
Yeah.
It's coming
Set.
the same, exact same as next year.
Yep.
Right. Well,
Hard work.
that's the thing, and maybe you'll have some newer players, and
Yep.
now all of
Yeah,
a sudden
that's
you
what
got
we're
maybe,
hoping for.
maybe there's some girls that were out there that maybe were thinking about playing and they weren't sure,
Yeah.
and now they're like
Untapped
hey.
talent.
Yeah, right.
They could be. We could
There
be.
is so much talent. As I said, we were on the sidelines watching. I was talking to Mother, and we were watching. I'm like, wow, they're like really good.
Yeah.
Like really good.
Yeah, and like I said, that was hard work. You guys, they really earned it. They really did. I mean, there's something to be said for putting in the work.
Well,
you know
you
what I
have
mean?
to. You have to. It's
Absolutely.
discipline, and
Yep.
got to know who the people are and where everybody
I'm
is.
sure at some point you guys get tired of running the same sideline flag pulling drills and running the same routes over and over
She
and
wants
over
you to have
again.
it in your brain, so it's just natural after,
You know what
right?
though? We go back and we watch some of that film, and the girls are doing exactly what we practice without, realizing that that's what they're doing.
I think it would be fun to have a professional flag league because it isn't all about tackling and all that. There's so
Right.
much more to the sport than that. In fact, it takes a lot to rip a flag off.
As I say, it actually takes maybe.
Some of these people have like question mark curves in them. I know they
Yes.
do because they're able to like disjoint their body
Yes.
so
Right.
nobody grabs
Yes.
like how
Yeah,
do you
the
do
way
that?
they twist their hips
Houdini.
or the way they arch their
Yes.
back. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so
About
many. Some people can dip. I mean, there is a lot, and it takes a different skill set, right? Like with tackle, you can use your strength and your power.
Right, of course.
But you have to have finesse and skill in flag.
yeah.
It takes a different skill set.
So don't underestimate these players
Nope.
or the league or the sport.
That's right.
Or girls in
That's
general.
right.
So what happened?
That's right. No
Yes,
girls in
no,
general.
absolutely. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right.
It used to be a very. Do you know when we went to Gallagher? You might not believe this, but it's not that far back. The boys went in one side of the school, and the right-hand side of the building, and the girls went on the other.
Cut it out.
And
That's crazy.
we weren't allowed to eat lunch, which probably was a good idea.
Yeah,
Because going to 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, you know,
Yeah.
food's all over you. And
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah.
really have a lot of manners,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
It probably, for the girls, it was, it was probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the world's open for you now, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing. And that's really how it has to be, is there's nothing, right, that you can't do, that you can't
Absolutely.
participate in.
Everybody's equal.
Absolutely. And if you
Absolutely.
can do it, you do it. That's it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, shove aside here.
Yeah.
Let me in there.
Yes.
So good stuff. Now, what happens? School's over, right?
Yeah.
Out. What happens for everybody's summer?
Tournaments.
Tournaments? So you're playing in tournaments?
Yeah.
Travel team.
Yeah, some tournaments coming up. We're representing the Patriots at this tournament in DC.
In Washington,
Come
D.C.
on. Nobody told me that.
It was invitation only. We
Invitational,
were
yeah.
invited to be.
For the whole team
To
or certain
represent-
members? Certain
Well,
players?
it would be the tournament team, which is related to the Leominster Flag League, not Leominster
And
High
that's
School.
organized by the Patriots as well?
Well, the Patriots, so you had to apply.
Right.
So there were certain, qualifications that you had to meet, and you wrote a letter and you
Right.
said, hey, we think we should be the 17U girls representative team for the New England Patriots. And what it is an invitational. Every team is sending one 17U girls team to this
Oh,
competition.
okay, yeah.
You got to finish in the top 16 to make playoffs in this tournament, which I don't have any top 12.
You have to win your division. We're going against.
They'll go against the Bills, the Jets,
The Dolphins.
and the Dolphins.
Wow.
Just like, we would
That's
if
pretty
we were
good.
the Patriots. Yeah.
You better get an agent. You better get going
Some of
here.
these girls might need agents
That's
by the time
amazing.
we're done.
Hey, what an opportunity. What a summer. You
They're,
have a lot to talk about in September.
Yeah, I
when
mean,
you go back to
colleges
school.
are starting to open their doors for this sport for girls as well. So, I mean, that avenue could open for these girls at some point as well. I think, was it 19 or 29 schools that have it NAIA girls flag in college?
Really? They have college
They
leagues?
do. We have
I suspect this thing's going to move like wildfire.
I hope so.
I suspect.
I hope so. Because
Quicker
we
than
have some real
pickleball
talent
at Doyle
here.
Field.
Yeah.
When there's like 500
We
people
actually
playing
have a
pickleball.
player that was on our team last year. Her name's Tori Salomon. And she got a scholarship to go to
Reinhardt.
Yep,
University.
Just like flag.
She plays-
Because they have a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's
Wow.
7-on-7, so it's a little bit different, but
Yeah.
this is where they get that skill set is in the 5-on-5.
7-on-7. So, wow.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You never know, huh? You might be really at the. This is groundbreaking.
It is.
It really is.
We're right at the beginning of it, right at the front of it. And like I said, these girls, there was a lot of young kids in those stands watching,
Yeah.
and they opened those doors up for those young girls that were in those stands
Definitely.
watching.
And I feel
them.
like we gave girls more confident, like
course.
gave them more confidence is
yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them see that it can be done,
Yeah.
that there's an avenue for
Exactly.
it, that was part of, so I've coached in the league a long time, but I've always coached co-ed, right? I've never actually coached just girls. And that was something that was brought to my attention, like, listen, you're a female coach. We don't have a lot of female coaches. You should be coaching these girls and showing them
Right.
that it can be done that way as well, And so, like, I was honored in that sense to be, I think I might have been the only female head coach.
You're the only female
You
coach
were.
in our league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our league and
You
in
were.
our whole thing.
See?
Now, I can't imagine myself not coaching football in Leominster,
I can't imagine somebody named Curly not coaching or participating in
Well, I'm a Cully
Cully,
Pacuzio
all the way
tool.
back to your grandfather, all the way back.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And just think of the kids that you touch along the way. That,
Yes.
that it builds self-esteem.
Yes.
And discipline and friendships with sometimes people they didn't know. I was looking at all the 8th graders today at Samoset and thinking it's almost bittersweet in the sense that you get that tight bond with friends who you go to school with, 150 of them that they go to school with. Now they're going to be going to school with 2,000 kids.
Yes.
And you still want to hang on to your old friends, but you meet new people.
Yes.
And so you kind of feel bad because it's like, well, I meet some new people, but you still want to hang on to your former relationships.
It's a change.
Too. And for me, I still have the same friends I did since kindergarten.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That's
a long
crazy.
time.
That's a long
And along the
time.
way, I made friends, and those good, solid friends are still my friends.
Yes.
You know, Like real friends, not like political
and they're hard to
friends.
find, you know what I mean? But
Sure.
I think, you know, you make relationships and,
Yeah,
and
along the
they
way.
either
And
build
that's what
or,
they're doing now,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And they're
We've
doing
been
it
friends
as,
for
Years.
I've known
Yes.
these two since I moved to Leominster.
Where'd you
in
move from?
6th grade, from Pittsburgh.
from Pittsburgh.
I met Callie when I was 6 years old.
See,
and I've been
you're
playing with
and
her
now you're playing
Yeah.
together. And
for 10 years now.
10 years.
good for you.
These
Well-
girls were in our first Leominster Flag Football League. They were some of our first girl players ever, Callie and Jolly.
Well, good job.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Wait, I'm afraid to drop. There you go. There it is, right there. That's proof.
There it is.
We,
All that
we need
hard
a little
work
light
right there.
inside so it changes to blue. Lemons to blue.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
That
A
would
little
be
light
nice.
behind.
The
I bet
lemon
you if we
to
stuck
the
it over there,
It probably
would
would.
be blue
That would look
behind
fire.
it.
Yeah, we're looking
Yes,
at that right
yes.
now, Dean, actually.
What's that? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's the Leominster effect.
Yes, Leominster Blue.
Well, ladies, congratulations, coach. Beautiful job. Thanks for coming on. Next time we'll get you the whole Tinker Tape thing and the parade. And I'm serious, the float, and
Hey.
we'll do it all. We're gonna do it up
Yay.
big time.
I love
Get you
it.
the police escort back from the field. We'll do it up. And this has been a very successful year for Leominster sports
Yes.
throughout. Not only Leominster High, but other sports and other schools. And
Yes.
just been a good year, and there is something about we just keep cultivating players
that
after
Leominster pride,
players
too.
after player who compete against best of the best.
Yeah.
So, thank you for coming on. Congratulations.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
us.
having us.
Keep having fun, and keep up on you. Do some summer reading. Listen to me. Don't listen. Not that I did, but just you should.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and then we're coming back with more Inside Leominster. And Judy's with us here at the Capocia Community Center, and thank you for she's from the United Way, right?
Yes,
From the United
correct.
Way. And so it looks like this was a program that
The United Way funded.
went on for a little while. United Way funded it, and was it just limited to the kids that live in this?
No, it wasn't
Area?
actually. I really had never heard of this particular program
Yeah.
until we opened up our DESE Awards, which was it's Department of Education and Secondary Education, and they applied. And all of a sudden, Katie applied, and I was like, "Okay, you're based kind of in Worcester. Help me out and understand what you're doing." So she talked about this Leominster program, and I just fell in love with it. Honestly, I mean, kids expressing themselves through art is fabulous. So once I learned more about the program, I think this is the only location she has in our region, but that's fine. She's doing a great job. I wish I would have come prepared with the amount of funding.
It's
we
okay.
gave, but
It's
it
not
was
a big
pretty.
deal.
It's a pretty.
It's more important that
Yeah.
that it's clearly just from our little co-host that
Yeah.
we had that they very calming and soothing for them.
Absolutely.
They're very excited about it. Even
Yep.
explaining it, they're excited.
Yep.
There were no set specifics other than categories. They
Right.
were allowed to just kind of express themselves.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes people can't get, even adults can't get the words to express
That's right.
how they feel about
That's
something.
right. Yep.
But through art, it's a good communication tool, and that's what they did.
That's exactly right. It's a fabulous program. We've been funding them since last summer.
Yeah.
So this is like the third round they applied for, and we funded. So I think we show that we have a commitment to this project.
They did a self-portrait, kind of,
Yeah.
what do I look like?
Yep.
What would I like to do later on
Yep.
in my life when I'm through school? Different sections of the city.
Yep.
And it's always fun because it's not just their neighborhood, it's all over the city, and they remembered those things, including Wendy's and McDonald's.
Exactly. And then with their next grant for summer, they're actually expanding into Fitchburg.
Oh, nice.
They're going to expand into the Fitchburg Housing Authority, which is I'm trying to remember, Green Acres, I think is what it's referred to as, which is a
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Yeah. So this is great. I mean, we started this program here. Now we're expanding into Fitchburg, and I think the potential is even greater.
Now, as United Way has a big presence here in Northwester County, does wonderful things, and it's, obviously it's mostly funded by individuals and businesses.
Correct.
And many years ago, at one time you had to give your money, you made contribution to the United Way, and then they just decided what to do with the money kind of thing. But they've changed that around now. It's more of a menu, and if there's a particular area that you'd like for your donation to go to, you can go there.
Yeah.
You can have weekly contributions made, direct deposit, direct contributions. So
Absolutely.
they've made it very easy to identify your favorite. I guess everybody has some favorite things, right?
I think so. We have sort of a menu of everything. But the neat thing about this grant, this was actually through the state. And so that's the other thing we do on a regular basis. We look for grant opportunities that sort of fit our core values.
Right.
You know, which
And
is
this
education,
certainly one.
youth, children, childcare, all those types of things. So this fit exactly into sort of our mosaic of what we're providing to the
Right.
community.
Well, this is great. And this is, most people don't know that this little center is here.
I know,
It's a beautiful read.
it's-
I mean, the air conditioner's on right now.
Yeah.
It's beautiful in here. And this was, again, a collaboration between the city and our Community Development Block Grant, Housing
Nice.
Authority, some of the local businesses and individuals that contributed to this. But it's right in the neighborhoods here,
Yes,
and which
it
is
is.
really nice. So for a lot of kids, they don't have to walk far and get transportation.
No, this
and
is
it's safe
fantastic.
here. And
Yeah.
so wonderful. Thank you for doing this and helping to get this grant, and for all the team at United Way. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll go back to our regular show. There you go. Thank you. And you know, there are so many people in the community helping and providing opportunities and encouragement. And when we were at the Kaposha Center, which is part of Allen Crest Apartments there, across from Francis Drake, you could see, I think you could see inside some of the video, these kids were so excited and they were so proud of what they had done, what they have done and accomplished. They got all dressed up. Every single one of them treated each other with respect, and they allowed each to, even excited as they are, to let someone else kind of speak as well, and they shared the excitement, and you know, that's really what it's all about. And all of the instructors and everybody, the way they get, you know, filing for the grant, get the funding, everything, just hard work. But you could see and feel the excitement in the room on this particular day as they showcased their art and explained what the assignment was and what the art assignment was, and just it couldn't have gone any better. And I could sit there for hours and listen. In fact, we did. We listened for an hour. We got only cropped out about 10 or 15 minutes, but for an hour, those kids walked around and showed us their artwork in pure excitement, and they get it from those instructors and their peers who encourage them and tell them what great work they do, and they find it satisfying, and it makes better them. All right, let's go to the phone, because everyone worldwide is waiting for Art from the Art Report.
Yes, sir. Whatever happened to mercurochrome?
Mercurochrome cured all the germs. I think there was this thing about putting it on you. You know, remember it was like red, and I don't know if it ever really did anything, but it had a little stopper on it. Remember the little rubber thing, and you put a couple drops on there.
I'll tell you what. Well, I mentioned it to my daughter, and she found some and had it shipped to me.
It's, you know,
and it still has a little unscrew and a little brush on it now, and you just brush it on. It still works too. Think
about toothpaste. There used to be a couple of different toothpaste. Now there's 100 different toothpastes. There's some with
crazy.
this. There's something with that in it. The one's got this. It does that. It's got mouthwash in it, and it's like the soap aisle. Every product now has an aisle. They have a water aisle. They have
one or two aisles.
Yeah, they have, and it just goes on.
Have you ever heard of Wright's Chicken Farm restaurant in Hunt?
Yes.
Well, we went there for Father's Day.
You did?
Yes, that's about the third time.
How's the chicken?
The place amazes me.
Yeah.
We were there Mother's Day as well, and I asked the waitress, I said, how busy do you expect to be today? And she says, we've got the numbers. It'll be 6,000. We'll see.
Come on.
6,000.
It's a lot of
Can you
chicken.
imagine?
That's a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of chickens. You better believe it.
6,000.
And a side of well, I think it seats probably 800 people. The service is unbelievable. You sit down, they have 2 items on the menu.
Yeah.
Chicken and steak. And you sit down and the salad's there, bang, next thing you know, here comes the chicken with French fries. And it's quite the show. And then, of course, you go to the gift shop and you get the fudge.
Right.
There's about the thickness of a hockey puck.
Wow.
It's good.
Yeah, they got it down to a system, right?
Yeah, and it's only an hour from Leominster.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I've eaten there, but everybody talked about. Maybe once I was in, and we were in Germany. They have those big, whatever they are, the restaurant beer, and the same thing. There got to be, I don't know how many people inside there, and the food immediately. That food just keeps coming, and the beer, everything just keeps coming. Rolls, and it's just a phenomenal. Logistics to make it happen is just incredible. Here we have too many options in the United States. There's a menu that's...
I've seen some places with just 5 pages on the menu. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's
you
like
can
going
never
to
make up your mind.
It's like going to Kimball's. They have 100 different things to pick from, and then everybody picks either strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate. That's
true.
So
that's true.
It's all part of the exercise, I guess.
Yes, it is. And having said that, I will let you go. Glad you got back from Boston. You're a busy guy. We appreciate it very much.
I went this morning to the graduation at Samoset. Got on my hands-free phone, did my a labor case on the way in, got that done, went to my MassDOT meeting, got back in the car, came home, made some calls. Voila, made it back.
I know yesterday, well, actually, I believe it was yesterday. 190 everybody was stopped.
Huh.
Something happened heading towards Leominster.
Wow.
I don't know what it was, but have a good one, my friend.
That's the plan, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to move right in. Breaking news, according to today's numbers, Leominster has no new COVID cases this week. So there you go. How's that, everybody? We do a 2-week test, and apparently there are no known cases. So let me get my flicker here, and I'll bring you through what's happening in the city. Thanks for watching. We do our morning briefing. If you're a Facebook person, we do our morning briefing we try to do it at 9, but sometimes it's 8:30, sometimes 8:45. We work around things, but it's important because we can actually, the newspaper can only do so much now. They're limited. They're just limited in how many people work there. They're limited as how much they can produce for news. And so we try to fill in with what's going on around town. And we do birthday wishes and play some music. And we do a whole lot of things. And it's just a nice way to start the day. So let's get going with what's happening here. And it looks like, there we go. We'll go right to the next piece because this information, 20,459 in 7 days were tested, 809 testing positive. 8 new deaths, 1 is too many. 147 new cases in Worcester County, we have none. Here's what's happening on some of the projects that you see around the city, and they're everywhere. They're in every neighborhood, every ward of the city. And Chapter 90, PJ Albert, we're now going out to bid for a second round of paving to probably happen late summer, early fall. And Viscaloid Ave, if you haven't been down there, a guy stopped me the other day and said, just remarkable to see that street completely reconstructed because it's one of the most walkable neighborhoods or walkable streets in the city. And much safer and handicap accessible, and there'll be some new lights. And so very exciting. Meeting with MassDOT this morning and Trapino, the contractor for North Main Street. And they're still working there, but we're getting ready to do a big project up there, and that's the big sewer and drainage line. So that's a big project, so they met on that this morning. I couldn't make that meeting, but we had representatives from the DPW and the police department there. So let's go back to that slide if we can. Okay. Amarillo's continuing to work on Main Street. They've got the lines in. They'll be back to do the arrows. National Grid has got a number of gas line projects going on in the city. One of them is at Marion Parkway, Park Avenue, Walnut Street, Cumberland Road, they're doing a train line, Blossom Street doing a water line, Union Street a water line, and starting on Norwood Ave, water line replacement. And today, if you pull that little piece up there, was a monumental day because we're pouring, they're building, refurbishing the water tank up there on Monoosnock Hill. And today they poured 220 yards of concrete. On the other front of grants, we've $200,000 state grant was awarded for internet access. That's expected to save $300,000 annually in internet and IT cost. We did our final submission. Looks good. They've accepted it for our grant for the Monoosnock Brook. Downtown Common is complete, approved by the state. Construction will start in the fall because we figured it'd be best to wait till after the Johnny Appleseed Festival to start on that. And the North Nashua Phase 2 work has started, Phase 1, I'm sorry, and that's underway. And I actually saw the contractor out there today, and they had a drone out there. They had a drone so they could sort of see some of the landscape in the area. And let's see, Prospect Park. Prospect Park is one of the parks in the city that people just, for some reason, it's off of Prospect Street after Lawrence on the right going east. And for some reason, people just don't know about the park, but it's getting a new parking lot and a trailhead. That's under design now. And we're going to be doing some bump outs downtown near Allen's. And if you've seen Allen's, Allen's is not closing. They're actually doing a facade change to the building, and the building will look just like it did when the building was really built, so over 100 years ago. And the Barrett Park, boy, everybody just amazed. They're like, wow, what a great project this is. Barrett Park, playground equipment, adding volleyball court, horseshoes, and some chess, checkerboard tables, and benches. And design is complete now for the Orchard Hill Park extension. And construction is set to start this summer. So if you go all the way from Harvard Street and you drive through up through Orchard Hill Park where Target is, just go straight. That'll open up all of that land in there for other development. So pretty exciting. Hey, guess what? You know what today is? Today is National Chocolate Eclair Day. Eat the top, eat the inside, and I guess toss the rest. National HVAC Tech Day. Boy, when it's hot, you really appreciate those HVAC people. And let me tell you, in the summertime when they're fixing those units and installing them, most of them are on the roof, it's hot up there. It's National Kissing Day, National Onion Ring Day, Positive Media Day, and World Rainforest Day. Should have been Doris Day. I know. Hey, did you know the first Dairy Queen? 1940 was the first Dairy Queen restaurant opened in Joliet, Illinois. In 1955, Walt Disney's movie, Lady and the Tramp, as far back as 1955. 1969, Aretha Franklin arrested in Detroit for creating a disturbance. And in 1990, Adam Sandler joins Saturday Night Live. How old is Adam Sandler? Google. Quick, please. Thank you. I say he's 47. 2011, after hiding for 16 years, Boston gangster Whitey Bulger is arrested outside an apartment in California. Municipal, I can't see it, is coming. Oh, this is the municipal firefighter exam. If you know anybody that would like to take the exam, you have to be 19 years or older as of October 14th. And the application opens July 1st. Application deadline's the 29th, and they give the test, the written test, October 14th through the 21st. So pass it on. Nothing troubles me more than 2 weeks after we gave the test and somebody calls and says, hey, when are they giving the test? You know, because then you got to wait like another year to take the test. How old is Mr. Adam Sandler?
56.
Is he really?
According to our fact checking.
Well, he's kept that youthful look, so if he wants to keep doing movies, and what did I say, 46, 47? Yeah, pretty good. Good for him. All right, Leominster Police Station, a new police station, headquarters is coming along. they're all the things that they're doing to finish it up. Furniture starts getting delivered on the 17th of July. And might I add, we'll have an open house so you can walk through the building. You paid for it. Those are your tax dollars in that building. We want to make sure we open it up for you. All right, tomorrow night is Flamingo Day, or tomorrow is Flamingo Day. Tomorrow night is Flamingo Fest. 5 o'clock in the Common. Should there be inclement weather, just a couple steps over and we'll be in the auditorium. We'll have fun no matter where it is. Then bargain days are the 24th and 25th. So you can check on our website, leominster-ma.gov, and go to the economic development page or the news section. It'll tell you what's going on and who's participating. Starburst this year is the 29th, 5 to 9. And let's see, Narad Gumbo is going to be playing. And then National Night Out is August 1st. And listen to this, everybody. It's official. We have a committee together, and we're going to be doing the Italian night on August 5th. And that starts at 5 o'clock at night, too. So you go to the beach, do whatever you want for the day, come back, shower up, get your dancing shoes on. We've got a band that we've had play at different events around here in the past. They're from Providence. And we'll have a polketta. I mean, this thing's starting to really line up. Now, the thing that we really want to do is highlight the various ethnic sub-communities in the city, right? It was once mainly French, Italian, Irish, then Latino, but it's changed. And, we had we did a Haitian American festival downtown, and we had at least 250 people. This is without a lot of fanfare and a lot of advertisement. And we had so much fun. Food, dancing, music. We had just so much fun. And we want to extend that out. Now, here's the key, though. We need help to be able to do them. So my staff that does all of these other events, I just can't ask them to do many more events. So we can have a French-Canadian night, we can have a Greek night, we can have a Cameroon, we can have Haitian, we can have Portuguese, we can have Brazilian, we can have them all. But we just need a small group for each event, and we'll put festivals on all year long. We're not afraid. And then the Beer Garden is August 12th, Johnny Appleseed Festival the 23rd. So the Beer Garden is going to be a little bit different this time. Now we're inviting the area's beer crafters to come. So it's going to be like a giant beer garden, if you've ever been to one, rather than the under the tent thing, which is very costly. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And tonight, yes, over at Carter Park, it looks like the weather's going to be good, or at least it was when I walked in. 2 Thursdays ago, Sunny had to cancel. I walked in, it was beautiful. I walked out, it was pouring. So neon, what is it tonight? Honky Tonk Hangover. Tonight at 7 o'clock at Carter Park. Big crowd last week. And every Thursday night. July, I'm not sure if it's in here. July 11th, I think. Colonial Band starts their concerts over at Carter Park on Tuesday nights. But I'll give you more information on that. Heck, it's already, right? It's already the 22nd of the month. And I'm over there saying, yeah, we got plenty of time. No, we don't. Got to get hopping. Pictures of the week, and I never know what they are. So here you go. Oh, Taco John's. We did the grand opening at Taco John's down there on North Main Street. And I think one of our events now, because there's so many taco restaurants around now that feature tacos, that this is gonna require some competition. We have the pizza crawl, the coffee crawl. I think it's time for the taco crawl. What's Keith say back there? Scott says yes.
I'm an expert on pizza. I know much less about tacos.
Yes. Keith, by the way, visited every pizza place there was. He's a connoisseur of fine pizza.
Indeed.
Yeah, that Amber Alert that came through this morning, that child was found safe. So that's good. Good news to report. Let's see. I can't see where we were. Let's see if I got it in my... You know that ticker thing you got on top there? It forbids me from seeing...
That's Dynamic Fitness.
Dynamic Fitness. also on North Main Street, all the way down, just before you hit Fitchburg, on the right-hand side is a little plaza. And this young lady, we have some segments from that, but this young lady was always her dream. She worked at other gyms, but always since a young age had a dream of opening her own women's only fitness center. And immaculate in there, right, Keith? Clean.
Very much so,
very
yes.
organized, excellent machines. And she said it well. She said, we're here for each individual's goals. So if it's just conditioning or stretching, or maybe it's a part of a weight loss program, maybe you're training for another sport or an event or whatever it might be, she's there for your goals. She's there at 5:30 in the morning. And a remarkable young lady, and I applaud her. And she had a lot of help from her family, her husband, and yeah, so good luck to her. And then we were over at Convenient MD. They're down, let's see, where AAA used to be. So right behind Denny's, that little plaza where Starbucks is. And I got to tell you, an eye-opening experience. It is state-of-the-art urgent care center, massive, huge. And the services that they offer, again, we have film on that too, right, Keith? Yes?
I believe we do.
Yeah. Anyway, just astonishing. You'll be surprised. And anyway, check them out. It's Convenient MD Urgent Care Center. And there we are on Blossom Street, working for, I think that says Sewer Line. And that's, we use a combination of private contractors, and a lot of the work we do ourselves. Stearns Ave now has new blacktop. We got lines in the road. Much safer now in the areas that we had to kind of post no parking because couldn't get public safety equipment in. And all along Northwest School now, so much, much, much better. And you know what? We had a beautiful day for the Firefighter Memorial Sunday, and well attended. And at the end after Angela Wallace reads every name of every deceased firefighter. There are, I think, over 200 names. And after that, and the ceremony ends, then we have a procession back to Down Park along Main and back up to west to the fire station. And this year, our retirees, a good number of them, walked and back with us. And the firefighters bring their young children and grandchildren. It's really a nice, dignified event to remember those. It's about tradition, and they kept the tradition up. Great job. It was a beautiful morning. And might I say, what a day for the stroll, the summer stroll. It was just an absolutely beautiful day. And we had, I think, 70-something cars or trucks or whatever. And great participation, great food. Just about everything was there, was free. There's Fidelity Bank right there with the ice cream truck, free. We gave out watermelon. There were plenty of free giveaways. Bouncy houses were free. Entertainment was free. It was a wonderful day. And we had, just at the end, maybe in the last 10 minutes, it rained. And then for just a short amount of time, and then this beautiful double rainbow that everybody could see and appreciate. We had a lot of fun there. Look at all the people. I think this had to be the biggest, most well-attended, and the most events, offerings at the Leominster Stroll. It just was just a beautiful day. And we'll build off of that. And there we are, the Relay for Life. We talked a lot about it. We started talking back in January. They raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the cure of cancer. And this is the Survivors Walk, and these are those who are survivors, anywhere from a year to some people over 30 years as survivors of cancer. And again, towards the end of this opening ceremony, the skies opened up, and we got a beautiful rainbow after that. And so thank you. That is a big event that requires a whole lot of cooperation and fundraising, and they pulled it off seamlessly. And don't forget, we are lobbying to save our hospital's unit, which is the birthing center, the maternity ward. And we have a couple of events that are coming up. One is coming up. Let me see if you don't. Let's see. Leominster State Pool. Leominster Pool is filled. It's ready to open June 24th. That's news. Let's see. Let me see what else I could tell you. No, there was a post here. Let me try to find it for you. Looks like the public is invited to this. Let's see. Oh, I'll let you know next week. It's, I believe, in July. I don't know why I can't see it here. It's Sue Ellen Wise that sent it to me. Yeah, here it is. Let me click on it. I know we're running out of time. We only have 2 seconds left. No, 2 minutes. Save Our Birthing Center. They have an event coming up June 29th, 5:30 to 7:30. Yeah, it looks like food and refreshments will be served. So they're asking everyone to participate if you'd like. So yes, let's get together. We have everybody working together. All the state delegation, city council, school committee, everybody's working very diligently. All the nonprofits around here, everybody. I mean, I just cannot imagine life without a maternity ward here at the hospital. And there we go. Head Start. That's another place we went to, and I read what is it? Dragons Love Tacos. It's like my favorite book. And the last story I read, there was 3 or 4 classes down there. I read to them right outside, and I think I enjoyed it as much as they did. And we do our yearly tours. This is Johnny Appleseed School. It came out. The historic commissioners take them around City Hall and show them City Hall. They take them to the library, police station, fire station, Pilgrim Church, all over the city. It's really a good experience for them. And they're also well behaved, and we have a lot of fun with them. And there's the police station, almost done. There are all the stairs. It's really coming. I mean, it's 90% done. It's very exciting. So there we are, pouring 220 yards of concrete for that new water tank up there at the end of West Street. That's it. Out of time, everybody. See you tomorrow night. Dress up in all your pink flamingo clothing. We're going to give a trophy to the most enthusiastic pink flamingoid, right? It's National Pink Flamingo Day. So tomorrow, wear your pink flamingo clothing, and we'll see you there. 5 o'clock, yes, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and we'll be in the Common, but if it should rain, we'll see you at City Hall. All right, out of time here at Inside Leominster. Thank you to both Keith and Scott and our award-winning or our trophy-winning girls flag football by the New England Patriots. Good night, God bless. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. Thanks for showing up. Good night.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisInsuranceAgency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank, create success, enterprisebanking.com.
This is LTV.